Hello everybody. Today I'm going to teach you how to make these castle walls and some windows, and this will be castle lesson number 2. So first off, let's go to what we did last week. You guys made that. Okay, so you made your own castle tower, and now we're going to learn how to punch a window in there and then add some walls and a drawbridge. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is learn how to make a window. So we are going to go to our basic shapes, and we are going to pull out a box, and we are going to pull out a round roof. Okay, so I'll zoom in for you. So these two shapes are going to create the arch window that we're looking for. When we looked at the castle windows in class, we saw that almost all of them had an arch shape to hold the load of the weight above them. Now, since this red box here is 20 millimeters high, we are going to raise the roof to 20. Right here you can see that. And then we're going to align these two together. Click here, and then group. Okay. We would now like to add this to our shape collection so that we can pull it out and put it on any design that we want in the future. So we're going to click here, scroll down to shape collection, select our shape, click create shape, and we're going to name this castle window. And then we're going to hit save shape. Okay, and there's my castle window. Now I can just drag that out anytime I would like. All right, now you can pick the size that you'd want to go in here, so that'll be up to you. I'm going to change the height and the width a little bit, just the way I like it to look. And again, you can make that decision. I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to align it in the center of my tower like that. Okay. I'm going to raise it up to where I think it should go. And again, that's also up to you. Let's say I'll put it there, and then I'm going to use my arrow key to push it in so I know it's going to cut through. All right. I'm then going to highlight this in group. And there you go. You have a nice window in your castle door, in your castle tower. So I'm going to place this on the corner, and then I'm going to duplicate it now, Control D, and bring this one over. And put it right on the corner, like the other one. Okay. Now next is our castle wall. And the castle wall is going to be made from that window that we just created. So I'm going to take out a window that we added to our shape collection. I'm going to drag it out here, connect it inside my towers, raise it up this way. And now I have some castle walls. You can decide on the thickness. If you want thin walls or thick walls, that'll be up to you. All right, and you can place them anywhere you'd like inside the two towers here. I would select your colors now on how you want it to look, because we're going to group this now. I'm choosing dark gray, but you can certainly choose any color you'd like. And then I'm going to group these three things together. And now I have a movable 2 towers and a wall. Next is going to be the drawbridge, which I'm also going to use a castle window. I'm going to bring that over, and I'm going to raise it here, and I'm going to widen it here, and I'm going to make it look like a drawbridge. Okay, now for this, make sure I cut through it, so I'm going to bring it out that way too. I'm going to place it in there where I want it to go. But again, let's align it. Alignment tool, and click the center so you know it's right in the center. Now, before you turn this into a hole and cut it in, we're going to duplicate it, Control D, and we're going to save it on the side. For here, turn it into a hole. Make sure it's going all the way in. Group it. And there you go. You have a nice opening, so you can see my other castle. Now let's get to the part that we saved. You're going to see that it fits right in perfectly because we duplicated the hole. All right, now what we're going to want to do is make it a little thinner. So I'm going to take this square in the front and I'm going to drag it that way. And I'm going to make it look like a nice castle door drawbridge. So I'm going to place it in there, and I'm going to grab these corner arrows, and I'm going to give it a nice angle, like as if it's opening. Okay, and you can choose that angle. I'm then going to lower it back down to 0. so that it's sitting there. And then I'm going to bring it out a little bit with my arrow keys. Okay, should almost look like a tongue. All right, I'm going to turn that around. Okay, and then I'm going to group that in. All right, and now there we go. You might have to hit multicolor if it turns everything brown. All right, so I have that in there. Now next are for my castle windows. Again, I'm going to bring out a window and I'm going to adjust the size to the way I want it to look. I'm going to make nice tall skinny windows here for the side of the castle. Turn that into a hole. Now for this, I want to be able to have some symmetry here. If I want this window here, I want the same exact window over here, and I want the same spacing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this window out. I'm going to hit Control B, and I'm going to slide it over. Okay, give it some space. Now the key is you highlight both of these and group them so that you can center them both. If you don't have them connected, you will not be able to align them. Now it looks like I didn't leave enough space, so I'm going to bring it out here. I'm going to ungroup. I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to separate them a little bit farther away. I'm then going to regroup them, and now I can move them as one. I'm going to bring them here. I'm going to raise them up to the height that I would like. And to get the symmetry that I want, I'm going to align it with the rest of the castle. So I'm going to highlight here, click my alignment tool, and click here, and you can see that the window's adjusted. I have the same space here as I do here. Okay, I'm then going to group those in. Actually, I don't think I pushed them in far enough. Probably have to redo that. You'll see it probably didn't cut all the way through. Yep. So I'm going to ungroup. I'm going to click on the window and I'm going to push forward with my arrow key to make sure it goes all the way through. Then I should have enough there. I'm going to group that together and see if yep, okay, I did it. All right, now the last thing if you'd like to do is you could put a name up here. All right, you could drag out some text. Okay, you can name the castle anything you'd like. We'll call this Castle O'Neill for now. You can do the same with your last name. And of course, you're going to have to adjust the size here. Okay, you're going to have to make it a lot smaller to get that to fit. I'm adjusting the length, the height. Okay, and when you think you have that, I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees. Okay, I'm going to lift it up. See if I can get it in there. Raise it up a little more. Okay, I'm going to align that in the center. Okay, and I'm going to make an engraving. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to turn it into a hole, and then I'm going to group it. And I'm going to engrave it in the castle. Okay, you can see it engraved in there. Okay, so those are the steps for today. Okay, if you have any questions, again, please email me, send me a link of your design, and I'll take a look at it and get back to you. All right, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later.